exciting show for you. If you're at home watching, grab your kids. Everyone's gonna love these vegetables, right? So we are cooking up vegetables today because sometimes we don't know how to add them into our diet, and so that's what I want to show you today, how really simple it is. You don't need a lot of time, you don't need, you know, too much time to prep it, and not too many ingredients, and just keep it really simple. So we are going to do that today, and I'll be showing you a few different methods. So I wanted to remind you though, if you're new on this channel here at Hoag Health, hit the subscription button below. That way you'll get notifications on when we're coming on live. I am doing cooking demos every Wednesday in 2021. That is a little different from last year. So every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, we'll do a cooking demo together. So today we are going to start with Brussels sprouts. So I have some here. So what I do with Brussels sprouts to keep it really easy is I buy a bag that says ready to use, okay? I want it ready to go. I don't need to do too much work with it. It's already washed. So I have some Brussels sprouts. These are pretty large. So what you want to do is you want to, where did my knife go? We want to cut them in halves and then quarters, especially if they're a large one like this. So I have some cut up here ready to go, but you just want to cut them in little quarters there, and then so you get a bunch of them. These are already cut. I just wanted to show you. So some leaves do fall off, and those are actually really crunchy when they come out, so you don't have to throw them away. So just throw off the edges, and if you have any dirty leaves on the outside, you could throw those away. So we'll just put some of these in our air fryer. So we're going to use this air fryer today to show you this, but don't worry if you don't have this kitchen appliance. This one's big. There are smaller ones. This is the Cuisinart that does baking and toasting and all types of stuff. So we're going to use the air frying option on it today. So when you have all your Brussels sprouts cut, you just put some spices, whatever you like, or just keep it plain, or pepper, salt. I brought a variety of things here. You can put a little olive oil, so we can spray those. And then we can put some pepper, garlic, spice it up whichever way you like. So I have some garlic powder. You can use fresh if you like as well. Let's see, I have a lot of Miss Dash here because they don't have any salt. So this is actually a garlic herb. Everything but the seasoning, everything but the bagel seasoning. This is the original blend. So this has a lot of Italian herbs like rosemary and thyme. Table blend, so whatever you like, even a Fiesta lime. So we're gonna just keep it really simple today, and I'm gonna throw on some fresh rosemary because I had that. Wait, I did have that. So if you have sage, rosemary, that goes also well with Brussels sprouts. So it's just personal preference. So I'm going to just add some fresh rosemary here. You'll see rosemary, if you're not familiar with it, there's like bushes all over where I live. Some people just have them in their garden, just big bushes in Mission Viejo, and so you'll walk by and you'll smell this rosemary and you're like, it smells delicious. So easy to get, buy the vegetables if you're not familiar with the fresh herbs. Otherwise, just use the ones you got. Okay, and then we'll put a little salt. And you don't really need salt if you have a lot of herbs on there. And this recipe, I'm just gonna put a little balsamic vinegar. Okay. So now we are going to put this in our air fryer, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about Brussels. I chose them because they're just an amazing vegetable. They are part of the cruciferous vegetables, right? So they're related to kale and cauliflower and your mustard greens. And they have so many nutrients. They're low calorie, high fiber, lots of vitamin K and vitamin C. Both are very important for our bone health. Vitamin K is very important for blood clotting. If you have a cut, you want to stop the blood from bleeding. So it has a lot of vitamins and minerals and lots of fiber, which helps our regularity, right? And our gut health. Very high in antioxidants, so will help reduce oxidative stress in the body and decrease our risk of chronic diseases. So just, there's so much about these Brussels. I will continue on after we get them in here. So this is on air fryer. I'm gonna put it on 400 degrees. And they're gonna cook about 20 minutes. So there's some foil in here. So they go in here. So if you're using an oven, you can roast them at 400. And you just sort of flip them halfway through. So let's just put them in there. Very simple. Put it for 20 minutes. Okay. So Brussels sprouts also help maintain our blood sugar levels because of the high fiber content. So the fiber moves slowly through your body and that slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. And another benefit I want to mention about our Brussels sprouts is that it's an excellent source of omega-3 fatty acids. So these omega-3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation and help insulin resistance, reduce cognitive decline, and help with our blood triglycerides. So, so many benefits, right? So that's our Brussels sprouts. And a lot of people are just afraid of this vegetable, this cabbage vegetable, because they don't know how to cook it. So hopefully this way is showing you it's very simple. Just chop them up, put some spices on it, balsamic vinegar if you want, a little bit of olive oil spray, and you stick it in the oven or the air fryer. So they're gonna come out really crispy with the air fryer and also with the oven as well. Okay, so our next vegetable is the potato. And this potato, I want to show you close up, is the purple potato. So if you're not familiar with it, it is very similar to our sweet potato, but it's a very rich color. I want to peel, I don't want to peel it all the way because I want to cook it with the peel because it has lots of fiber in it, but I want to show you the rich color of it. So, look how deep, vibrant this sweet potato, this purple potato is. So it adds a lot of color to your plate, and we eat with our eyes, so it does add a lot of vibrancy and color, and so it's really good to add in colorful foods. And the thing about the purple potato, it has 3 times the amount of antioxidants, polyphenol antioxidants, than other potatoes, which is going to do many different things for us, help decrease chronic diseases. It also helps fight chronic diseases and cancer, anti-inflammatory properties. It's also very high in vitamin C and potassium actually. So it even has more potassium than bananas. So the antioxidants is very similar to your blueberries and your blackberries. This potato actually has a lower glycemic index than your white potato, so it doesn't raise your blood sugar as quickly. So if you're looking to add a potato into your diet, this one is a beauty to add in. I just love foods with color, just like our red onion that we're also gonna do right now. So much nutrition in these purple foods. So for this, you can do it different ways. You can make French fries, so you could cut it julienne style. You can cut it 1-inch chunks, or you can cut it like chips, very thin, and you would get a crispier potato. So let's just cut this one up. So it's really scrubbed and washed because I'm keeping the peel on it so I can keep that fiber. We can do it in chunks. So whichever way you do it, just cut them all the same so they cook evenly. I wish you guys could smell these Brussels sprouts cooking right now. It's delicious smelling. Okay, so that's our sweet potato. I'm just gonna throw them in here. And my red onion. I love onions, so much nutrition in this again. Lots of antioxidants and really helps the gut bacteria as well. So this one I'm just gonna cut in some, I had already peeled it and cut it in half. Just cut it in some wedges, like so. So these also can go in your oven. If you don't have an air fryer, you would just be using your sheet pans with some parsnip paper. So we can just do that here. And first, I just wanted to spray it with some olive oil. I'm gonna make these onions just a little bit smaller. And then you can add, it doesn't need very much, just some oil spray. And then a little bit of salt. I'm gonna put garlic too. Doesn't need a lot of anything really because they're delicious the way they are. So, but feel free to add your rosemary, any of your spices and herbs. I'm just keeping it really simple today. So you would lay it out on your sheet pan if you're doing sheet pan. And if you had other root vegetables, you could also add them to this sheet pan because they're all going to cook similarly. So if you had, let's say, some carrots or parsnips, these would all cook on this one sheet pan. And you want to fill up this sheet pan so you have leftovers. I'm just showing you from one potato today. But if you're going to go through the trouble, make a big sheet pan so you have several meals and you can just pull out your vegetables and add it to your protein and have that with your meal. So you would put this in your preheated oven, heat it up for 400. About 10 to 12 minutes is usually enough. You want to check it halfway and just flip them through. So halfway, after 6 minutes, you would just flip them through and toss them a little bit and they'll cook on the other side. And so that's a quick way to make your sweet potato, your purple potatoes and your onion. So that would go like in the oven, just like that, or in your air fryer. So let's check on these so they don't burn. And this air fryer cooks really fast. Let's flip them. They might be already cooked. See, the little pieces cook really fast. See, they're very crunchy. So I'm just going to turn down the heat a little bit to 300 so they can cook in the middle of the Brussels sprouts. Okay. So that's cooking. We got one more. So if you're roasting our potatoes, it's usually, sorry, I think I said about 10 minutes. It's usually about 20 minutes at 400, and when you want to flip them in between. You can use these purple potatoes in so many ways. Like I said, you can make French fries out of them. You just cut them julienne style. You can make a potato salad as well. You can also use them like a baked potato whole. So lots of different ways. Okay, let's make some room for our next vegetable. So let's say you get off work and you want to eat dinner, but you don't have anything fresh. All your meal prep food is all gone. It's Wednesday like today. Everything from Sunday that you cooked is finito. You ate it all. You can still have vegetables with your dinner. Let me show you how. You would get all the stuff out of your freezer, because your freezer is filled with lots of frozen vegetables that you kept in there. So we are going to do green beans, cauliflower rice, and a mixture of peas and carrots. Okay, so this is really quick. And that's the next one we're going to do. And we're going to do this in a pan. For our little stove here. I'm gonna have to turn this one off, but I think these are all cooked. I'll just show you this really quick in front of the camera. Can you see that? So the inside should be cooked by now. Crunchy on the outside, soft and tender on the inside. Okay, I just need this plug here. So this is a quick, you have maybe some chicken left over, but there's no vegetables. So let's do this really quick on your pan. Heat it up. We can just put a drop of water in your pan. That's all we need. There's plenty of water in this cauliflower rice, so we don't want to add too much liquid to our pan. So these are also steamable bags. If you use the microwave, you can throw these easily in the microwave. Let's see if I can open this. Forgot my scissors. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm going to throw some of this in the pan. It's usually like 6 minutes. I'm only going to add a little bit right now because the pan won't hold all the vegetables that I want to put in here. So we're just going to cook these. And then you can decide how you want to spice it up. So you could add in some soy sauce, coconut aminos, maybe like a fried rice, maybe a drop of sesame oil. You could put 2 scrambled eggs if you didn't have any chicken or protein or shrimp. So there's so many varieties that you can do with these vegetables right here. So these are just going to cook just like that. Let's add some pepper. Just keeping it simple. Let's see. Let's add some garlic. I have the Garlic and Herb by Miss Dash. No salt. Onion. Let's do onion. Okay. So these would just cook up in your pan while you're getting your protein ready and whatever else you're eating. These are just going to cook up real fast. Well, I'm just going to add another drop of water. So again, this cauliflower, this nice combination makes a nice cauliflower fried rice. You're just adding a couple eggs, like I said, some soy sauce, sesame oil. Okay, so that's cooking. So that's how you would easily add vegetables to your meal when you have nothing meal prepped, everything's gone, there's nothing fresh in the refrigerator, there's not even a salad. Just pull out all your frozen goodies. That's why we keep the freezer full of these things, all these vegetables. And one thing about the frozen vegetables is you want to make sure when you do purchase them that the only ingredient is the vegetable. Some of them out there have like sauce packets or sauces in them or salt added. So you just want to make sure you're getting just the cauliflower, just the green beans, what have you. So cauliflower rice is a nice way if you're trying to reduce your rice intake, maybe you're trying to reduce your carbohydrates in your diet. It's a great substitution, even if you start slowly, half cauliflower, half regular rice, and then decreased it and didn't have rice and it was just all cauliflower. So you really reduce the carbohydrates, calories in that dish as well, really increasing the nutrition that you're getting from all these plant-based foods. And we got some protein in here also from the peas. So this is just cooking up. So I want to show you now what our sweet potatoes, sorry, I keep calling them sweet potatoes. Our purple potatoes are all done. The onions are cooked. And I did show you the Brussels sprouts. I want to show you what everything looks like on the plate. Close up. Let's see, let's go here. So look how beautiful the color is. Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can see the color of how beautiful the purple are. And our Brussels sprouts are here. And the onions, same color as the purple potatoes. So that is just to show you what they look like when they're all done. Portions are up to you. Okay. So this is just cooking. So you can see the variety we made today and how quick and simple it is, especially when things are roasting in the oven or in the air fryer. You leave them, do what you need to do in the kitchen, and by the time you turn around, your vegetables are done, ready to go. And same with our frozen vegetables. It doesn't take very long. It's about 6 minutes in your pan right here. So that's all set. And just remember, you can use any kind of seasonings and spices that you like, and just keeping it really easy and fast is the main thing when we don't have anything meal prepped, instead of calling Uber Eats or running to the fast food where we're not going to get too many vegetables out there. And so this is just ways that you can incorporate vegetables really fast and very simplistic, and you're getting so much nutrition and so many vitamins and minerals to feed your body and keep it strong and healthy. So that is what I wanted to show you today, really how we could just keep it really simple in the kitchen, keep the stress low. We don't have a lot of time, but you can still create these beautiful, delicious vegetable dishes for you and your family. So I will be putting the recipes later today here on the channel. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll get back to you on that. And I will be back next week for another cooking demo, so stay tuned on Wednesday for that at 2 o'clock. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next week. Thank you.